Sometimes the quietest posts, the simplest duties, conceal the greatest stories. She was only assigned to gate duty, until the day a Navy SEAL commander saluted her first. The camera pushes in on a lone figure standing at the east gate of Fort Valor. Private First Class Anna Reeves. Her uniform was immaculate, her posture precise. But her eyes, distant. Weighted with memories she never spoke of. Anna never sought glory. She didn't crave medals or rank. Guard duty at the East Gate was considered light work, the kind of post reserved for rookies or soldiers recovering from wounds that went deeper than the skin. For Anna, it was both. Every morning at 0500, she stood her watch. Checking IDs. Logging vehicles. Returning salutes with quiet precision. A duty where nothing was supposed to happen. Where history was never supposed to unfold. But Anna's story was already written differently. 3 months earlier, flashback in Afghanistan. Her unit was ambushed outside Kandahar. She wasn't even meant to be there, she was a combat medic, just 2 years into service, normally assigned to the base clinic. But when a medic dropped out last minute, she filled the gap. That day, a convoy rolled straight into a kill zone. Explosions split the road. Bullets rained down. And in the chaos, Anna did what she was trained for, not to fight, but to save. She ran through fire. Dragged men twice her size into cover. Her leg torn open by shrapnel, but she never stopped. She patched wounds with trembling, blood-soaked hands, refusing evacuation until every soldier she could reach was still breathing. By the time reinforcements arrived, 12 men were alive because of her. But the army didn't tell stories like that. The report was filed. The mission classified. Her wounds dismissed as non-critical. When she healed, she was quietly reassigned to the gate. A post meant to be forgotten. The sun blazed on the asphalt when a convoy of black SUVs pulled up to the gate. Anna did her duty, scanning IDs with her usual calm precision. Until she reached the last vehicle. The ID read, Commander Mark Dalton, U.S. Navy SEALs. Anna handed it back, prepared to wave him through. But Dalton froze. His eyes flicked to her name patch. Reeves, he said softly, like the name itself pulled him back to a memory. She stiffened. Yes, sir. For a long moment, Dalton simply stared. Then, to the shock of his men, the decorated SEAL commander stepped out of the SUV. And snapped a perfect, flawless salute. The base fell silent. Anna blinked, caught between confusion and disbelief. Dalton's voice carried, steady but thick with emotion. I owe you my life, Private Reeves. 3 months earlier, in that same ambush, one of the men she had dragged from the fire was a SEAL. He had been shot through the chest, gasping for air. Anna had refused to let him go, pressing her hands to the wound, whispering through the chaos, "Stay with me. Stay with me." That man was Commander Dalton. Too weak then to see her face, too fogged with pain to remember her name, until now. The SEALs behind him straightened, their eyes shifting with sudden recognition. Respect washed through the gate like a wave. Anna swallowed hard. Sir. I was just doing my job. Dalton didn't lower his salute. No. You went beyond your job. You ran into hell when others froze. You carried me out when I couldn't move. That isn't a duty. That's courage. Word spread across the base like wildfire. By nightfall, everyone knew the quiet soldier at the gate was the medic who had saved a SEAL commander's life. Officers who once passed her without notice now stopped to nod. Soldiers walked straighter in her presence. And in the stillness of her barracks, Anna finally let the tears fall. Not for recognition. But because someone had finally seen her. Days later, Dalton returned, this time alone. He found her at the gate, standing as always, rifle slung, posture perfect. I put in a recommendation, he said. She frowned. For what, sir? Dalton's voice was firm. For the Silver Star. For valor under fire. Her breath caught. Sir, that's not. Dalton cut her off. You're not invisible, Reeves. Not anymore. The burning convoy. Her bloodied hands pressing into a wound. The shadow of the gate. The salute that changed everything. Sometimes the world buries a story in silence. But courage cannot stay hidden forever. And even the smallest post can hold the greatest hero. Months later, Anna Reeves no longer stood just at the gate. She stood on a stage, the Silver Star pinned to her chest. Applause thundered. But in her heart, she was back in the desert, whispering to a dying man, "Stay with me." And he had. Because of her. She was only assigned to the gate, until a SEAL commander saluted her first. Backhand index pointing right. If this story moved you, like, comment, and subscribe. Because behind every uniform, there's a story worth telling.